Hey, what's up? Shalom, shalom. Give me 1 second, 1 second. Try to get this other thing set up real quick. Let's see if this is gonna work. I don't know where I'm gonna put it at.
Know what you asked? Why did America forgive all of their enemies, every last one of them, and gave them reparations? That's right.
It's like my phone being slow.
Not doing that with the blacks. Why is that? I'll give you exactly.
Yeah, give me 1 second, 1 second. Just getting it set up on TikTok too, y'all. Give me 1 second. See if it's gonna let me. All right. Oh, okay, man. Like we set up on TikTok too. That's what's up. Most price on that one. Sorry, 1 second, y'all. All right, let's crack it. There. All right, shalom, Christ, everybody. Shalom, how about you? Shalom, to our brothers. Shalom, by Shalom, side to our sisters. Today is the Wednesday, ISUPK Wednesday law class. Come out of Arizona. You know what I'm saying? The officer resigned. Hold it down today out here. So the title shows, right? Make sure y'all come in. Sure y'all sharing, liking the class. You know what I'm saying? That's a big help to us. You know what I'm saying? Because the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? If you're watching this class a week later, a month later, years later, leave a comment, man. Leave a like. Those help the algorithm boost up our classes, man. So do that for all the UPK channels, all classes, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get all that steady, all that going. Like I said, this is actually my first time going live on the TikTok too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's joining up on the TikTok. But yeah, so today's class about fighting your demons, man. You know what I'm saying? That's law, man. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize that fighting your demons ain't like it is in the movies. In the movies, it's like, you know, a demon come possess you. You know what I mean? They come possess you. Your head do all kind of twisted. You're speaking languages that you don't know nothing about. You projectile vomiting. And all that is just for movies, man. That's all that is for. You know what I'm saying? That's not how demons, tempt you. That's not how they fight you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When the demon comes upon you, you know what I'm saying? It is a fight against yourself. You know, basically, you hear your own voice in your own head telling you to do something that you know that you really shouldn't be doing, right? For instance, you know what I'm saying? If you know the laws of the Bible, right, you know that adultery is wrong, right? You can't sleep with another man's woman. You know, that's a sin. You can't do that. But you find someone to be very beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You just can't help yourself. You know, you gotta have her. You don't care who woman she is, you gotta lay with this woman. The law says you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. But in your head, you come up with all reasons why, you know what I'm saying, you should be able to sleep with this woman. He ain't laying it down like I lay it down, you know what I'm saying? Some dumb thing like that. You know what I'm saying? Or she's just too beautiful, man. That's I gotta try her one time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he just don't love her like I love her. You know what I'm saying? That's how demons attack you, with things like that. And you think that it's yourself saying these things, right? Because the demon's job at the end of the day is what you say is in the movie, is to destroy you, right? Because what happens when you lay with that man's woman? He finds out. So some man would just, you know what I'm saying, all right, cool, I'm done with her, you can have her, you know what I'm saying, I'm up out of here. But there's a lot of men out there, you know what I'm saying, you just touch that woman, then they taking you and her out. You know what I mean? Not to say any way better than that, but I'm pretty sure everybody understands what I mean by that. You know, there's certain ways that you have to handle these situations, and a man's jealousy, his wrath, you know, so it's a deadly thing. You know, so to get a man that wrathful, and he's touching his woman, it's touching his possession. You know, what I'm saying, same way touching his kids. See, there's certain things that a man would die about. His woman is one of those things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men play with it like it's a joke. And that's that demon. Because that demon wants you to be unalived. That's his job. He's going to convince you to do it. And you gotta stay away from that. How do you know that's a thing, right? I know that's what they want. Let's go to Matthew, right, to show that's kind of what demons want, you know, at the end of the day, is to make sure that you don't live to see another day. Wait, not Matthew's what I'm looking for. Let me go back. Go to Mark. Slide. We're gonna jump back to Matthew. So we go to Mark 5. Mark chapter 5. All right, so this is Mark chapter 5 and verse 6. But I don't know what that means. Yeah, but let's go. Mark chapter 5, verse 6. But when Jesus was afar off, he ran and worshipped him and cried with a loud voice and said, "What have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of the Most High God? I adjure thee by God that thou torment me not." So Christ, you know, he's walking through. This man, random man comes up, stops at him, you know what I'm saying, starts worshiping, saying, "What have you to do with me?" Like, he's asking, why are you here? Please, no, just leave me alone. Don't torment me, man. I'm doing my thing. Leave me alone. That's what he's saying at the end of the day. He doesn't want Jesus there. He doesn't want Jesus to bother him. He wants to continue doing his job. This is the demon talking to Christ, telling him, "Hey, man, what you doing here? I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You ain't even supposed to be here yet. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing." Verse 8, for he said unto him, "Come out of the man, thou unclean spirit." All right, so Christ tells the demon, once again, you won't see the word demon in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? This the kind of word doesn't exist. It's just you have spirits. You have unclean spirits, and that's what we call demons today. Right? So that's why, that's why it says a spirit here. "Come out of the man, thou unclean spirit." Christ said to the spirit, "Hey, come out that man." You know what I'm saying? They gave him an order. Verse 9, he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, Christ asked the demon his name. And he answered, my name is Legion, for we are many. All right, so this man doesn't have just one unclean spirit on him or a demon. This man has multiple unclean spirits on him. He has multiple demons on him. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time. And Christ is telling him, hey, come out of that man. Verse 10. And he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country. In other words, nigh unto the mountains, a great herd of swine feeding. They don't want to be, like I said, these spirits got a job to do. Their job is to unalive you. Christ is telling these demons to leave this man. And they're saying, all right, but don't send us out of the country. We don't want to go away. Now, don't send us away from this place that we're at right now. We want to stay right around here. But Christ saw off and look, there's some pigs over there. Verse 12. And all the devils besought him, saying, send us into the swine that we may enter into them. All right, so now they're pleading. I was like, all right, you're going to remove us, fine. Put us into the pigs, at least. No, there's some pigs over there. Throw us into there. We're going to the pigs. We'll do that. Right, verse 13. And forthwith, Jesus gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine. And the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. They were about 2,000 and were choked in the sea. Right, so what the spirits did as soon as they entered into the swine, right, was immediately go into the ocean and did what? They unalived the swine. They drowned the swines. They drowned all the pigs. That's how you know what a demon's mission is. It is to unalive you. That's what their mission was with that man that they dwelt in. But Jesus forced them out. Now he had, saying what, 2,000 spirits on them. 2,000 spirits inhabited all these swines. All the swines went into the sea and was choked by the sea, meaning that the pigs drowned. Instead of them destroying that man, they destroyed that pig instead. That's how you know what a demon's job is. Now, as you see, the pigs, the man wasn't projectile vomiting, wasn't saying no crazy stuff. Nothing. The pigs didn't do nothing crazy besides run into the ocean, to the sea. That's all that happens. That's all that you should know what happens. That's their job. Right? Their job is to constantly pull you into sin. It is your job to fight it. You know what I'm saying? This is life. Every day people say it's hard living. It is hard. Every day is a struggle, because every day you're fighting some type of demon that wants you to do some sort of evil. You have to be able to fight that evil. You have to be able to. I'm not being in any guess. Anybody's asking about that. It's just a class. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bringing anybody up. So that's their job, right? Their job is to unalive you. And so that's what they do. That's what their mission, statement is in a nutshell. And these spirits, man, they dwell inside you for a time. Until you have done something that tremendously hurts yourself, and then you later regret it. That's why people, when they go, they put the noose around their neck, they kick the chaff on and they struggle. They struggle because now they realize at that second that they no longer want to do this to themselves. That's why you see the struggle marks on people that put the noose around themselves, because at that point in time, they thought it was a good idea. They were going through with it, and then they figured, right once they kicked that chair off underneath them, that, hey, I really don't want to do this. Why? Because now that demon has done his job. He's gotten you to do what his job is here to do. The same thing, for when you do something that you know is wrong, and then after you do it, there's a feeling of regret on you. That why I do that, man. I know that was wrong. Saying why they even go through with that. That's because you listen to the demons. You know what I'm saying? You followed what they told you to do. Now you don't have to do it. Let that be known. It is a choice. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that demon tells you, you can ignore it. Right? You can definitely ignore all the things that these demons try to persuade you to do. And that's all they can do is try to persuade you. They don't do anything else besides that. They can't do anything else. You have to make the decision of whether you're going to follow through or you're going to fight through it and not do it. The choice is yours at the end of the day. It's not, like I said, not like the movies where the demons possess somebody and then demons have full control over that person's body. That's not how that works at all. You never see that in the Bible at all. What you see is men who listened and followed what the demons told them to do. All right. And let's see about, you know what I'm saying, that's something that a lot of men fall into. You know what I'm saying? Sin is a thing that men fall into because a lot of times you're very weak-minded. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's for instant gratification. And sometimes these unclean spirits come when you're at your lowest point. You know what I'm saying? When you've gone through some hardship, you know, things don't seem to be going your way. And now you're thinking, you know, the most ungodly thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I don't say it like that. It's like you're thinking these evil thoughts, you know what I'm saying, about harming yourself and just wanting to be done with life. You know what I'm saying? That's when you go that route, that spirit has a strong hold on you at that point. And it's trying to pull you farther into you making that very rash and very harsh decision. And you have to be able to fight that. Listen, life is not easy at all. You know, this place, a lot of times it ain't meant to be easy. I say it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? You have to prove yourself to the Most High. You have to prove that no matter what's been told to you to do, you will fight that evil spirit, and then you will do what's right. And many men have fallen back into the wrong way. It can be easy. For example, let's go to Matthew's chapter 12. Matthew chapter 12 and verse 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. All right, so when you have fought off the evil spirit and you've got him off your back, I'm saying he's no longer a thing, like you know, saying like that. The unclean spirit, that demon for smoking cigarettes, and you quit smoking cigarettes, right? Now that demon that had you smoking cigarettes, you know what I'm saying, he's out there walking about, you know what I'm saying? Because now he's homeless. He ain't got no home no more. You was his home. You know what I'm saying? Every day he had you smoking 2 packs of cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? 2 packs of cigarettes, you know what I'm saying, a day. Going through it, you know what I'm saying? You read on the side of cigarettes, it says, you know, may cause lung cancer. You know, general surgeons know, going to cause lung cancer. So I know people who, now when I was a kid, right? One of my aunties, you know what I'm saying, had a man that she knew, right? And his brother, you know, because he smoked so much, lost his voice box. He had to talk like this, you know what I'm saying? Press him against it so he can be able to speak his words. You know what I'm saying? But that man never stopped smoking cigarettes. Continuing to further to harm himself. That's how much these spirits can get a hold of you if you let that happen. You would figure, you know, losing your voice back because you smoked all these cigarettes, that you would lean away and stop smoking cigarettes. But a lot of people can't stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? That spirit has a strong hold on you. You know you should quit. You know it's wrong. You know it can unalive you. You know all these things. You didn't see the pictures and videos and testimonies of people who've gone through the worst with it, who've lost family members to it, you know, who's lost lungs, you know what I'm saying, who's lost their voice box, you know what I'm saying, got cancer. You done seen it. It's like some people that are alcoholics. You know, you done seen them go through the worst. liver damage and all that, and they lost a kidney, whatever. You didn't see people do these things, but yet that spirit tells you, man, like, but it ain't gonna be you though. You know what I'm saying? You better than that. It ain't happen to me. Or you say something along the lines of, we all got our poisons. As if that's okay. Now think about it. If you ever said that, you really think that that's true? You think that it's okay that, what I'm saying, or we all have our poison, that should give you the excuse to smoke cigarettes, to smoke weed, to drink alcohol excessively? Is it okay does that get an excuse to you to do blues, crack, whatever other drug is out there? So many of them out there. Because what? Because you got to have your poison. Does that even sound logical? Do you have to have poison in your life? No, you can go a lifetime without ever having to do with any kind of poison if you just choose not to. You don't have to have a poison. We don't all have to have our poisons. You know what I'm saying? Same with the men who, spend all their time on video games. So I love playing video games. But it's not enough, but it's too much when you ignore your family, you ignore your girl, you ignore your kids, you ignore your mom, your dad, your brothers, because you want to pop on the game and be on there all day. You know what I'm saying? You need to get to the point where you lost your job because you spend all night playing games, you didn't fall asleep at work. They didn't gave you 5 chances. Now they said, look, we can't give you no more, you out of here. Now you ain't got no job. How you gonna pay your rent? Now you gotta start selling things off. You sell, you sell your car because you can't, you can take the bus, until you get another job. But it's to be the same cycle with each job you get. You eventually fall asleep there because you spend all night playing video games. Listen, a lot of these things that are in life that's not a problem in spurts can be very, very harmful to you, in the long term if you do it excessively. And that's what a demon's job is to do, is to make you do stuff that you do it in such excess that is very damaging to you. Some stuff you ain't got to do in excess and be damaging to you right away. But you have to find in yourself to fight that. And so you got to be strong enough to realize that and think about what you're really saying to yourself. Let's continue with this, though. Like I said, we're in Matthew 12, verse 42. Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. So, right. So now the demons, like I say, you can kick them out, right? You stop smoking cigarettes. You no longer smoke the cigarettes. You're done with smoking cigarettes. You've quit. That demon is off of you now. Boom. Kick them out. Slam the door in his face. Baby, take me back. Slam the door. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. But we don't talk the lanes around here. But now he's lonely out there. He ain't got nowhere to go. So he says, you know what? I'm going back home because I know that she missed me. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what to do without me. Listen, that cigarette got them through their tough times, man. He needs me. She needs me. I'm going back home. Then he go back home, right? He comes back to you. What does he see? Oh, this place look clean now, man. God. Swept the floor, swept the mop. Oh, and he waxed the floor too. Vacuumed and you know what I'm saying, cleaned the carpet. You know what I'm saying? Got all this nice stuff up in here now. Wow, this is amazing up in here. This looks nice up in here. Verse 45. Then he goeth and taketh with him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. So after he comes back and sees that you've fixed the place up, what I'm saying, looks really good up in there. Shalom says, thanks for checking in. I'm saying, now that he's been in there, you know what I'm saying, and he's seen it, looks, really great in there, looks amazing. He can't have that, man. He can't have you out there doing so good and so well. So what he does, I got 7 homies stronger than myself. So now you go back to smoking cigarettes. But now cigarettes ain't enough for your problems no more. You know what? I smoke a little marijuana, man. I'm gonna go back to smoking that. But now, you know what I'm saying, marijuana don't do it for you no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not getting to that high that you need to forget about your woes and your troubles. So then, you start smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? You start getting some blues. You start losing stuff, man. You start putting yourself out there for money so you can get your next hit. You start popping pills. You start doing a whole manner of things that you didn't do before. This is how a demon operates. This is how they work. They just come back and try to get you to do worse things to yourself that eventually lead to you being unalived. That is always the end goal. Now, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Death is a normal part of life. You know what I'm saying? That just happens. You know what I'm saying? We all, you know what I'm saying, we wish, to pass away of old age. You know what I'm saying? I know I want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anything else to take me. I want to be able to be surrounded by family and just, hey, y'all, I think I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Live this life full and then go peacefully. A lot of us, you know what I'm saying, we aren't afforded that. A lot of times decisions that we make, a lot of times decisions that others make. It's why people that can get into car accidents can survive, but the people they crash into don't survive. Why? Because you got drunk? That'd be a good idea to drive your car while you're intoxicated. Now you got the wrong way on the highway. Now a family is gone because of the decision that you made. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know what I'm saying, that's how that goes. You know what I mean? Now you have to live with regret. And some people can't handle that regret, man. It's too much. It's too much for it. It eats away at you. So some people choose to then, you know what I'm saying, in their own life subscription. Some people, start to drink their pain away. Because you can live with the choices that you made. That's what his job is to do. Listen, many a great men have fallen, you know what I'm saying, into, temptations and into following these evil spirits. We're going to get into one right now. King David. We're going to go to 1 Kings. I'm saying King David was a man that definitely, fell into temptation. You know what I'm saying? And Most High had to punish him for that. My bad. I didn't mean Kings. I meant 2 Samuel. I get a little ahead of myself. Right, so this is 2 Samuel chapter 11. This is verse 1. And it came to pass after the year was expired, at the time when kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him and all to Israel. They destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah, but David tarried still at Jerusalem. And it came to pass in an eventide that David arose from off his bed, walked upon the roof of the king's house, and from the roof he saw a woman washing herself, and the woman was very beautiful to look upon. Right, so this is King David, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Right, so David's at home, right? So David, this is the king of Israel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The one that the Most High said was, you know what I'm saying? You know saying that the one the Most High gave the kingdom to. It's in the man after the Most High's own heart. He was they're at battle, they're at war, but he stayed in Jerusalem. He was in bed. He gets up, since it's starting to get dark outside. It's about dark outside. Goes off to his balcony, stretching out. He looks over the kingdom and he sees a very beautiful woman about to take a bath. And so, she was already washing herself. My bad. She was already taking a bath. She was outside and doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why, ladies, saying, try to be private, like, saying, men will stare at you, saying, you sit up in there naked. And David sent and inquired after the woman, and one said, is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah, the Hittite? And so David asked who that woman was. And so, I saw a woman over at such and such area, you know what I'm saying? She was out there, baby. Like, who is she? That woman's a beautiful woman. And one of his servants said, hey, man, that's Uriah's girl, man. That's what that is. Uriah. That's his wife, Bathsheba. So now, here's where, like I said, the demons come into effect with David, right? So now he done seen this woman. Beautiful woman after taking a bath. He inquires who she is. He is then told who she is. That this is a married woman. So what he should do at this point in time is back up off of it, leave her alone. But what does he do? Let's continue. And David sent messengers and took her, and she came in unto him, and he lay with her. For she was purified from her uncleanness, and she returned unto her house. And the woman conceived and sent and told David, I am with child. So David knows who this woman is. You know what I'm saying? He knows, who she belongs to, that she's a married woman. David knows that it is a sin to lay with a married woman. He knows that adultery is a sin. So he has a choice. He has to make this choice. What does he do? Hey, I saw this beautiful woman. Tell me who she is. Hey, that's Uriah's wife. David, at that point, what he should have said was, man, she got a husband. My bad. I'm going to jump off of it. Let it be. But then, he doesn't do that. What he does is says, hey, bring her to me. So he does. He lays with her. She gets pregnant. She tells her, hey, I got a baby. I got a child on the way. Pregnant. Now, who knows how long Uriah's been out at war? You know what I'm saying? Because he's not home. He's out there fighting the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's out doing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, David knew that she was married. He should have said no, but he fell and listened to his demons. That demon of lust, you know what I'm saying, of adultery came over him. And he went and he took, you know what I'm saying, Bathsheba and slept with her. He wasn't supposed to. And David, verse 6, we'll continue on and saw how he, rectified the situation, right? And David sent Joab saying, send me Uriah the Hittite. And Joab sent Uriah to David. And when Uriah was come unto him, David demanded of him how Joab did and how the people did and how the war transpired. And David said to Uriah, go down to thy house and wash thy feet. And Uriah departed out of the king's house, and there followed him a mess of meat from the king. Uriah stood at the door of the king's house with all the servants of his lord and went down not to his house. So David is trying to convince, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to convince Uriah to go home and sleep with his wife. Because now she's with child. So, you know what I'm saying? It can't come out that, you know what I'm saying, the king committed adultery. You know, so he doesn't want that to come out. So he called Uriah back, you know, chopped it up with him a little bit. He said, hey, man, go home and wash your feet, dog. Go chill out, relax. But Uriah, you know what I'm saying, he been a good soldier. Like, I'm going to be up here with the rest of the dudes. I'll be up here, you know what I'm saying, protecting the castle, you know, protecting the king's home. Verse 10, and when they had told David, saying, Uriah went not down unto his home, David said unto Uriah, camest thou not from thy journey? Why then didst thou not go down unto thine house? Right, so David was like, hey, you had a long journey, man. Why are you not hey, shalom, sir. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And David, you know what I'm saying, tells Uriah, hey man, like you had a long journey to get back here, dog. You gotta be tired. And so you probably miss home. Why didn't go back home like I told you to? You supposed to be charged out. Why you stay up here? Like I said, he's trying to get him back home so that, you know, Uriah would see his wife. He would lay with her. So that way when she comes out, oh, I'm pregnant, Uriah would think that it's his. Everybody would think that that's Uriah's child. And David's like, scot-free. Okay, so I don't know how it works. I don't know how that works. But yeah, that's you know, that's what David is trying to do at the moment. David trying to be very sneaky, you know what I'm saying? He's listening to all the wrong things. He's not doing what he should do that's proper. And so he's not following the laws. Right now, he's breaking the law. He's committing sin. He's trying to cover his tracks. That's what he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Verse 11. And Uriah said unto David, the ark in Israel and Judah abide in tents, and my lord Joab and the servants of my lord are encamped in the open fields. Shall I then go into mine house to eat and to drink and to lie with my wife? As thou livest, and as thy soul liveth, I will not do this thing. So I says, hey, the homies out there on the front, you know what I'm saying? They out there, you know, in the struggle. So I'm being in a struggle with them. You know what I'm saying? Why should I be allowed to go and drink, you know, lay with my wife, have a good time when the homie's not having a good time? The rest of the soldiers ain't having a good time right now. The Israel doing the tents, man. That's how he came up. So how like going against that? You know what I'm saying? He's trying to stay down for the squad. What he's trying to do. Verse 12. And David said unto Uriah, tarry here today also, and tomorrow I will let thee depart. So Uriah abode in Jerusalem that day and the morrow. And when David had called him, he did eat and drink before him, and he made him drunk. And that even when he went out to lie on his bed with the servants of his Lord, but went not down to his house. Right. So once again, David's trying to push this man, really trying to push him to go be with his woman, but Uriah just not where he's not having it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's a soldier. He wants to be down with the struggle. That's what he's trying to do. He doesn't want to go down there. He doesn't want to go home. He wants to, you know, he's a soldier through and through. And that's how he's rocking out. And so just kind of speed it up, right? And so what comes to pass, right? That, you know, finally, you know what I'm saying, so finally, you know what I'm saying, David, you know, finally sends Uriah away. You know, sends, all right, you know what? Here's this letter. Take it to Joab. You know what I'm saying? Joab gets the letter from Uriah as he gets back, reads it. Joab know what David's trying to do and know that it's wrong. He wants to put him on the toughest battlefield, right, that they got out there. What's the harshest battlefield? What's the one doing the most fighting right now? Why? Why does he want to do that? Because he wants Uriah to pass away on the battlefield. So now, when the words come that Uriah has passed away, David brings Bathsheba to his house and she gets pregnant. Now there's nothing to say. Sin has been committed, as people would think, because Uriah passed away in the war. That's what David is trying to accomplish. That's what does happen. That Uriah passes away. Once he hears that, David immediately says, "Bring Bathsheba to me." And that's that was very, very foul on his part. But the Lord exposes that and everything to do with that, right? We know, like I said, it's law that that you cannot commit adultery. It's not allowed. It is a death sentence, right? You can't be unalive for things like that, for committing adultery. Right, because it's akin to stealing. You're stealing another man's woman. It's not looked down very favorably upon the man or the woman that commits it. That's just how that goes. But so for such things, Christ dealt with the woman, who had other men, who was caught in the act of adultery. She was given grace. And told not to sin no more. So that's what you have to keep in mind too. When after you commit a sin, you repent from it. As Christ told her to sin no more. That's what you got to do. You can't not commit another sin. That means you have to struggle and fight within yourself. You have to hold yourself accountable for things that you do. And not only that, but you have to have people around you that will hold you accountable for the things that you do. See, sometimes it's not enough for us to hold ourselves accountable. A lot of times that's hard. Introspection is a hard thing to do. But besides that, having somebody that's around you that can hold you accountable, can tell you when you messing up, that right there will help you fight off your demons. We say in school all the time, one of our mottos, brotherhood is a weapon. Because that brotherhood, having brothers around you that truly care for you, that truly want the best for you, having those kind of people around you would make your life much, much better. To help you fight these demons much, much easier. And you're going to need it, man. Listen. Now, a lot of people want to play the lone wolf. Want to do things on their own. I don't need nobody. I said it before in here. Nobody has failed you more than yourself. Nobody has steered you wrong more than yourself. And a lot of people, it's going to sound silly to say that, but it's true. A lot of decisions that you've made that went wrong because you made them. You went wrong because you didn't let nobody else give you insight. Somebody tried to tell you, go this way, not that way, but you said, I don't really care what he has to say. Listen, it sounds stupid to me. I'm going this way anyway. And then you end up in the position that you're in. Listen, nobody will ever steer you more wrong than yourself. Listen to yourself is not the way to go. All right. You should have somebody that you trust that can be over you, that can help you, keep you accountable. And listen, that's not always not be things that you want to hear. You have to be able to take the things that they say and know that it's not going to be what you want to hear. Some things you might think is a good idea, going to be a bad idea. Really. Somebody actually tell you, right, hey, that's stupid. Don't do that. It might make you sad for a minute. He's like, he don't know what he's talking about. How he going to know? How she going to know? Man, whatever. I'm going to do it anyway. But sit back and really think about, why they said what they said. Asking for more clarification. Hey, man, why do you think it's a bad idea? Why do you think that? Break it down for me. Well, if you do it touch us this way, this, and that way, you're gonna end up over here, dude, this, and that. But if you do it this way, it might take you longer, it might be harder, but you're gonna get this, and this out of it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our hardships we've caused on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people there was the red pill community, right? A lot of them like to say accountability is a woman's kryptonite. This accountability is a lot of people's kryptonite, right? Men and women, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like to be held accountable for their actions. A lot of people feel like they should just do and say what they want. Consequences be damned. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? If I do wrong, obviously you care. You do, as a part of you do care. There's that part of you that didn't want to listen. That didn't want to listen to that demon. And that demon's going to come. He's going to talk to you, tell you all of the things that you want to hear, things that sound good at the time. And you might ask, like, how am I supposed to know? You know what I'm saying? Just, I said, you should get with somebody that's not you, right? That you can trust to get counseling from. You know what I'm saying? If you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, you know what I'm saying? That's the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? We have many counselors in the school that will give you counsel on things. And counsel is not a thing to where, you know what I'm saying, where they say that you're right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's for impartial party to hear what's going down and to then say accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Give you the counsel according to what's going on. And a lot of times you're going to hear things that you don't want to hear, that you're not going to like, that's going to make you mad. And that's just what it is. But instead of, just that demon that says, man, F me, you know what you're talking about, I'm going to do what I do anyway. Don't listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Instead, listen to the counsel that tells you when you're wrong, when you're doing wrong, when that's not a good idea. It tells you, hey, maybe you should do it this way instead. That's how you truly fight off your demons. You know what I'm saying? That's how that really happens. Listen, it's not a fight and a battle that you can win alone. You know what I'm saying? Many have tried. You know what I'm saying? And there's a grave full of people out there who tired doing it their way. You know what I'm saying? They say a smart person learns from his mistakes, but a wise one learns from the mistakes of others. Sometimes, if you get told the fire is hot, just trust that the fire is hot. Don't be like, well, I don't really think it's hot. It looks cool. I'm just touching it anyway. Not hurt yourself. You got a first degree, second degree, third degree burn on you, whatever. It didn't have to happen if you just listened to the fire being hot. Listen, in life, we do not have to do things the hard way. We don't. It is definitely a choice to do things the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Most I said that his laws are not grievous. Right? It's not hard to follow the laws of the Most High. It's really not. But a lot of times what ends up happening is that we let our lust for things win over us following the Most High and following his laws. You have to fight those temptations, man. You got to. That's the only way you prove to the Most High that you love him. If you don't follow that, right? You don't follow the law that the Most High gave to us, that you continue to fall into temptation, all that leads to you is destruction. It leads to unhappiness. You know what I'm saying? Not that I care, you know what I'm saying? Not that I'm saying happy should be the only thing that you should strive for, but you make your life harder than what it needs to be. As you know, saying they said in this school, life is warfare. You have to fight this demon every day. And you might get some time off from them, you know what I'm saying? Things kind of going good, but you know what I'm saying, your own temptations will cause you to fall. Being tempted by these things. Okay, we got some Proverbs. Let me see real quick. It's I'm trying to I know I can't remember where it's at in Proverbs. Right, I know it was in Proverbs. I can't remember where at. Right, but that's just to say, right, that listen, you got to fight, right? So I ain't got much more on it today. Yeah, man. Remember, life is about fighting these demons. All right, you're gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? To make this life easier for you, you want to please the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that you do it. You follow His laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? If you're of our people, you know what I'm saying? If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American. You know what I'm saying? Come to the UPK, man. You know what I'm saying? This is where we teach you how to fight your demons, and we help you to fight your demons. The battle cannot be done alone. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take somebody to be there with you, to help you, to guide you, you know what I'm saying, through it. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever make the mistake that you think that you're more powerful than the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You're not. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the only thing that the spirit can do is try to convince you. And you have to be able to fight those temptations. Right? But with that, man, make sure, you know what I'm saying, you're in the Phoenix area, you know what I'm saying? That's why we out of right now, you know, Phoenix, Arizona. And our building is 12416 North 28th Drive, Phoenix, Arizona, Suite 4, across the street from the Quick Trip and off Cactus. Right? So we got classes out here every Tuesday to Friday, 7 to 9. Also, we got cyber service on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Make sure you follow us on all our platforms. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, what is it? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right now, streamed on TikTok today. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on there. Leave a like. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff to help the algorithm push us up, push out this truth. You know what I'm saying? That's our mission, our goal, to push the truth out to our people. You know what I'm saying? With that, you know what? Before I say shalom, there you go. With that, shalom.